What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be on this stuff right here, Seaguar Tatsu. This stuff is really high quality line with a really high price tag. Is it worth the money? That's what today's video is going to be about. We're going to jump out in the boat and put this stuff to the test, and then we're going to come back and throw it in the shop, do some abrasion tests and stuff like that on it compared to other lines. So I hope this video helps y'all out, and yeah, I'll meet y'all at the lake. Alright, so yeah, like I said, I'm gonna get out here. I'm gonna test out this Tatsu. We're gonna throw it some few times. I got it on a rattle trap right now, but oh yeah. I'm about to crank bait right past that stump. Dude, this stuff casts so good into the wind.
That stuff will make you throw rocks at cheek for
Yeah. Alright guys, so when I was out on the water, I failed to really talk about the line. I was more worried on catching fish, and that didn't happen. So, but anyways, the line performed super well. It casts super well. It's, you know, has really low memory, so it doesn't fluff up on your spool when you're casting it in the wind. You don't really have to tune your... You can open up your rod a little bit more and get some distance out of the whatever bait you're throwing. It works really well with throwing lightweight baits, even in the wind. So yeah, let's jump to some of the performance tests and stretch this stuff out. Okay, so like you see here, I have both of the weights hanging, and I'm about to set the camera up and do some abrasion tests. We have the Tatsu right here and the other brand right here. So yeah, this great little setup here. We're gonna set the camera up, get it focused in, and do some testing. I'm gonna rub these lines with this metal scale, kind of just back and forth until one of them breaks. I know this isn't the most scientific test, but it'll give a decent indication. I'll do it 2 or 3 times just to make the variables of the two lines, you know, as close as possible. So let's start the test. So I'm gonna take this, just small little rubs on both of them, and see which one breaks first. It lasts a while. Well guys, the Tatsu broke first. Okay, here goes test number 2, same setup. I'm gonna put the camera a little bit closer so we can see the abrasion a little better. I'm about to do some more abrasion tests. So I'm gonna scrub for a little bit and then take it off. Alright, so just quick look. I didn't do too much, but it looked like the resin was holding pretty well on both. But I'm gonna put a little more pressure. Which one's gonna break first? Alright, so I don't know if you can see that, but this one looks pretty bad. But being though the Tatsu is a thinner fluorocarbon, it doesn't look as bad, but it's just thinner, so you know it doesn't take as much to rub through it. Now this one here looks pretty beat up, but like I said, we'll see which one breaks first. Alright, so the Tatsu won that one. Okay, let's go for another quick test. I'm going to do this one quicker to where okay, the Tatsu broke first. Okay, so I thought this test might be a little bit better since I can't, like, they're getting the same amount of pressure, 5 pounds. I'm just going to sit here and work this thing back and forth until one of them breaks. You can see this is the Tatsu and this is the other brand. So I'm going to sit here and shimmy this until it breaks. There again, guys, the Tatsu broke. Okay, so let's try it again. Ooh, let's just start shimmying. Tatsu broke again. Okay guys, so I was pretty surprised with the results of that. So the smaller diameter in this stuff, see this is 0.11 inches, or 0.285 millimeters, whereas the other one is 0.13. So yeah, that's probably the key there. So this stuff casts better. The memory is not as, this memory on this is way better. It doesn't like fluff up on a spool. You can throw this on a spinning reel very easily because it won't like spin off or whatever you want to call it, because it does have a lot better memory. But when it comes to abrasion, guys, this just it won one time, but out of 5 tests, it's lost 4 times against that other line. And I will say that other line is a fraction of the cost of this. It cost me $15. I'm not going to say the brand because that's not what this video is about. I just picked up another reputable spool of line with less than half of the cost, and wanted to put them to abrasion test. But we're going to do some more tests on this. On the stretch test, because I both had these stretched out with a 5-pound weight, stretch test wise, this stuff was pretty solid for its diameter. Okay guys, so this is how I'm going to do the line test. This isn't the most accurate way, and you can see I've rigged this up. You gotta do what you can with what you got. So yeah, let's throw some weights on here. So first I got this 10-pound weight. I've already done 5. It held 5, of course. It's 12-pound test. So let's see if with a polymer knot, this line to this Tatsu can hold 10 pounds. So let's turn the scale on. I'm gonna ease it down on there. So we're reading 0, 0. Here at first I'll do this, and if it holds it, I'll show y'all. Alright, so I'm gonna ease it down. Alright, so we're at 8, 8.93, 9.9, 9.8, 10.9, guys. And that line is holding. So 10 pounds of direct pressure. And she broke right there at the end, but that's pretty. Let's try this again. Let's turn the scale on, get it all zeroed out. Okay, so 7.3, 8.3, 9, 9.4, 9.5. I'm about to let go completely. 9.7, 9.8, 10, 10.18. So it's holding right over 10 pounds. That's stretching, that you can see how much it's stretched, but there we go. Let's get a up close view of that. And it broke. It can't hold it long, but it was holding. I should have locked it. Holding 10 pounds right on the dot, guys. Okay, so let's zero this thing out and throw. This is the other fluorocarbon that I did in the first test that actually won an abrasion. Let's see what it does when it comes to weight. Alright. So we're at 6, 7, 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, 9.6. Furthest I got, guys, on that scale was about 9.6. So a little bit weaker, but we're going to throw a few more tests in here because it could have been the knot. But after I do 2 or 3 different tries with this line, we'll come to a good average. Alright, so let's go for the second try on the knot Tatsu line. Let off tension slowly. Alright, so 4 pounds, 5 pounds, 6 pounds, 7, 8, 9. 9.4 is the highest number I saw on that one. So, maybe the Tatsu wins in this category. It's only a pound or so different, but for the diameter and the castability of the Tatsu, it's smaller. It's 0.11 where this is 0.13. You fit more line on your spool, it casts better, it has less memory, and it also is stronger. So the claim of it being stronger is holding true. But let's do one more test to verify that. Alright, so for the third and final test, got everything tied back up. Yeah, I've probably tied 50 polymer knots. 5.8, 7.2, 8, 8.6. Alright, that one went to 8.6 and it broke. So, it seems like consistently the Tatsu is a little bit stronger. Size to pound, I think the Tatsu takes it. So let's jump in to just some other tests. Okay, just for fun, I tied an improved clinch knot with fluorocarbon, which is, you know, not as strong, so they say. Let's test it out and see how many pounds that a improved clinch knot with this Tatsu will hold. Alright, so we're at 4 pounds, 5 pounds, 6, 7. Okay, it broke at 7 pounds, guys. So go with the polymer knot. 7 pounds is what it limited out on with the improved clinch knot. Alright guys, I'm going to make this short because I'm going to let the test do most of the talking. But yeah, let's just recap and say that the Tatsu, for the diameter of it, is pretty strong. It was on average a pound stronger, right at 10 pounds. So when you tie a knot in there, it weakens it a little bit. So 10 pounds is pretty good, I think, for the bare, like, you know, no stretch, no tip of your rod bending, just straight strength of this line. So yeah, the other line that I tested broke, you know, at about, I'd say on an average of 9.5 to, it was a little bit weaker, not too much, but the difference here is this stuff cast amazing. I don't really know how to measure that, but y'all just gonna have to take my word for it that when you spool this stuff up, it has such low memory. It casts a mile because it's a smaller diameter, and it's just, you know, you can fish it in the wind better. I really like this stuff, guys. It doesn't fluff up as much as, you know, your typical fluorocarbon does sometimes. So yeah, let's get to a definitive answer. Is it worth the money? I really would like for y'all to decide that, but obviously making this video, I have to give my own opinion. And that spool that I just tested there was only $12. So a $12 spool of 100% fluorocarbon to a what retails for about $45 spool of fluorocarbon. This is kind of like my other video I did on the Shimano Corrado K and the Metanium. It really just depends on what level of angler you are. I hate not giving a definitive answer, but you know, it really just depends on like how much money do you have, all that good stuff. Like I said, I got this on sale, but you know, every time I go to the tackle store, I'm not gonna, you know, pick up a new spool of it. While it is really nice, and just the castability of it and it just performs better. Well, besides in the abrasion test that we went over, but this stuff, you know, it outperforms that in casting and memory and all that good stuff. The abrasion didn't handle so well due to the thin diameter, but I would have to say that I'm just going to stick with my midpoint $20-ish fluorocarbon, like the Seaguar Invisex or something like that. It's just for the price difference, this isn't really worth it to me. Now, I know some of y'all are probably watching this that love Tatsu. That's all you'll ever throw fluorocarbon wise, and I see where you come from, because this stuff is amazing. And if you're, you know, if you like the functionality of this, it's definitely there, and it's definitely a reason to pick it up if you don't mind dropping the money on it. But yeah, so I hope this video helped and kind of put these lines to test, or mainly this one. I know all my scientific tests over there, well, I wouldn't even start to call them scientific, but all my tests over there weren't 100% accurate, but I repeated them multiple times to kind of take out some of the error if there was some in one particular test. So yeah, I hope this helped, and I'll see y'all next video.